Welcome to the Deep Dive. We get you smart, fast. Today, we're looking at a document called LearnLM and MICT HQC, a companion guide for empowering learners.
Right, and the core idea here is looking at how a specific AI tool, LearnLM, works together with this learning framework, MICT HQC, to potentially change how we learn.
So it's about boosting learning using this combination of a process and, well, smart tech.
Exactly. We want to unpack how this pairing is designed to make learning, more effective, maybe more engaging too.
Okay, let's start with the framework, MICT HQC. That's
Okay.
Mobius-inspired cyclical dimensional transformation with human quantum cognition.
Wow, it's a lot, I know. But let's break it down. The key is the cycle. Mapping, iteration, checking, and transformation. MICT.
A cycle. So learning isn't just step one, step two, done.
Precisely. Think about mapping as figuring out the landscape. What do you know? What do you need to learn? Setting the stage.
Okay. Then iteration.
That's the doing. The practicing, the drafting, the experimenting, trying things out.
Checking seems obvious, seeing if you got it right.
Sort of, but it's more than just right or wrong. It's about understanding why, getting feedback, seeing where the gaps are.
And transformation.
That's the goal, right? Where it all clicks. You don't just know facts, you have a deeper, more flexible understanding. You can apply it.
The guide also mentions dimensional understanding. 1D, 2D, 3D learning. What's that about?
Yeah, think about learning history. 1D might just be memorizing a date, like 1066.
Okay.
2D is understanding the sequence, cause, and effect. The Normans invaded because.
Right.
3D involves seeing the bigger picture, the social factors, the economics, the politics, all interacting. Higher dimensions might involve, say, comparing different historical interpretations. It's about adding layers, complexity.
Got it. And human quantum cognition. That sounds intense.
It does, but the idea is just to acknowledge how messy human thinking can be, in a good way. We think in probabilities, not just absolutes. Context really matters. Our understanding shifts and evolves. We jump between big ideas and tiny details, trying to capture that flexibility.
Okay, so that's the framework. Now, LearnLM. This is the AI part.
Yep. LearnLM is described as AI models specifically built for education. Think personalized help, explanations, assessment support, that kind of thing.
And it plugs into that MICT HQC cycle.
That's the idea presented in the guide. It aims to enhance each stage.
How? Let's take mapping again. How would LearnLM help there?
Well, for math, maybe it gives you a quick pre-assessment to see what you already know before starting fractions, for example.
Okay, finds the gaps.
Or for science, it could maybe summarize the background reading you need before tackling a new concept. Saves you time, gets you ready.
What about iteration, the practice part?
This seems like a sweet spot. For writing, it could give you feedback on a draft, not just grammar, but maybe clarity or how well you're making your argument.
Like a helpful critic.
Kind of. Or for coding, it might help you debug, explaining why your code isn't working, not just fixing it, or suggesting practice exercises tailored to you.
And checking. How does AI help check understanding?
It could generate targeted quizzes based on your weak spots identified earlier. In science, maybe it helps you evaluate your reasoning on an experiment.
Like questioning your conclusions.
Yeah, prompting you to justify your claim with evidence. Or in history, it could even generate counter-arguments for you to consider, pushing you to think critically.
Okay, makes sense. Finally, transformation. How does AI help solidify learning?
The guide suggests it could help you connect concepts to the real world. Brainstorming applications for something you learned in physics, for example.
Taking it beyond the textbook.
Exactly. Or maybe generating creative writing prompts based on a theme you studied in literature, pushing you to use your understanding in a new way.
The guide doesn't just focus on the tech, though. It mentions things like growth mindset, collaboration.
Absolutely crucial. The point seems to be that the tech works best in a supportive environment where students feel safe to iterate, to make mistakes, where collaboration is encouraged and learning is personalized. The framework and the AI are tools, but the teaching strategy matters.
And there's a bit about critical AI literacy, too.
Yes, which is so important. Understanding that AI isn't magic, knowing its limits, potential biases. The guide even suggests using the MICT framework on the AI itself.
So?
Like mapping what the AI is supposed to do before you use it, iterating with your prompts, checking its output. Is this accurate? Is it biased? And then transforming your own understanding based on that interaction, using the tool wisely.
So wrapping it up, the potential here is this synergy between a structured way of thinking about learning MICT HQC, and an AI tool, LearnLM, designed to support that process.
Exactly. It's aimed at creating learning that's hopefully deeper, more personalized, and ultimately empowers the learner more.
Really interesting. Okay, here's something for you, the listener, to chew on. Think about your own learning. How could you consciously use a cycle like mapping, iterating, checking, transforming, even without fancy AI? And if you do use AI tools, how can you engage with them critically using maybe that same cycle? Something to consider. Thanks for joining us on the Deep Dive.